If you felt like nothing excites you anymore, not your hobbies, not your relationships, not even things you used to be obsessed with, stay with me, because I'm about to explain exactly why, and more importantly, how to fix it. Hey everyone, welcome back to Insight Quest. The world doesn't feel as vibrant anymore. Colors seem a little less bright, experiences feel less substantial. But here's what's interesting. This isn't random. There are specific reasons this is happening to you right now. And more importantly, there's a way through it. So let's dig in. First, let's talk about what's actually happening in our brains. We're living in an age of artificial stimulation. Our phones are engineered to deliver constant, tiny hits of dopamine, these quick rewards that keep us scrolling, liking, watching. The problem is this. When your brain is constantly receiving these stimulation hits, it recalibrates. Your baseline for what feels interesting gets higher. Things that used to genuinely excite you, learning a skill, having a deep conversation, pursuing a goal, these now feel boring by comparison because they don't hit as hard. Think about it. Your grandparents might have spent an entire evening playing cards or having a conversation and felt genuinely entertained. Now, we can't sit for 10 minutes without reaching for our phones. Why? Because the bar has been raised. Our dopamine tolerance has increased. It's like if you ate spicy food every single day, eventually normal food tastes bland. Your taste buds adapt. Same thing is happening with our minds and stimulation. But there's something else going on here. Something more insidious. We're not just overstimulated, we're also herded. Social media algorithms don't show you what genuinely interests you, they show you what keeps you engaged, what makes you compare yourself to others, what makes you feel like you need to compete. So what happens? Everyone starts chasing the same things. Everyone's doing the same workouts, reading the same books, pursuing the same passions. Not because they actually want to, but because that's what the algorithm pushed to them. That's what they see everyone else doing. We've outsourced our intuition to an algorithm. And that's a tragedy. Here's what I think is the deepest issue. We've lost touch with what we actually want, independent of external validation. Think about it. If you were on a desert island with no one watching, no likes, no followers, no way to make money, what would you actually want to do? What would genuinely interest you? For most of us, that's a hard question to answer because we've been conditioned to want things that look good on social media, that impress others, that trend. We don't know our own minds anymore. And that's exhausting. Living for external approval is inherently unstable. The goalposts keep moving. There's always someone doing it better, bigger, more impressive. No wonder everything feels dull. You're chasing someone else's dream. Now here's where it gets interesting. Yes, this is a problem. Yes, it's depressing that so many people feel this way. But for those of us who recognize it, this is actually a massive opportunity. Think about it. If everyone else is stuck in the herd, chasing the same limited set of goals, numb to real experience, then anyone who breaks out of that has an unfair advantage. You can discover genuine interests. You can pursue real mastery. You can build authentic relationships. You can experience genuine fulfillment. Something most people won't even remember what it feels like. This is how you become remarkable. Not by following the algorithm, but by doing the work to figure out who you actually are and what actually matters to you. First thing, you need to reset your baseline. Your brain needs to remember what it's like to be interested in simple things again. This doesn't mean you have to go full monk mode, though you can if you want. But it means put the phone down for specific periods, especially in the morning. The first hour of your day should not be you scrolling.
When you wake up, before you check anything, sit with your thoughts. Take a walk. Have a coffee in silence. Let your mind feel bored. Yes, bored. Boredom is where creativity and genuine interest come from. After a few days of this, you'll notice something shifts. Colors start to look brighter. A conversation with a friend becomes more interesting. A book becomes engaging again. You're not losing dopamine. You're recalibrating what counts as interesting.
Here's the second part. Start trying new things, but with a specific mindset. Before you try something, ask yourself, if no one would ever know I was doing this, if it had zero impact on my image, my income, my social status, would I still want to do it? If the answer is yes, do it. That's your signal that it's genuinely interesting to you. If the answer is no, then you know you're chasing it for external validation. Don't waste your time. This filter is powerful. It cuts through all the noise and points you directly at what actually matters to you. Try cooking without posting it. Try art without sharing it. Try goals that no one else will ever know about. Notice how different that feels.
Here's the deepest solution, and it's the one that actually transforms everything. Stop measuring your life by how interesting it is to you. Start measuring it by how much value you're creating for others. This is counterintuitive because we've been taught that fulfillment comes from self-actualization, from pursuing our passions, from doing what makes us happy. But here's what I've learned. Genuine fulfillment comes from contribution. When you help someone, when you create something that serves others, when you put in effort that has nothing to do with your own satisfaction, that's where real joy lives. It's paradoxical. The fastest way to stop being bored with your own life is to stop focusing on your own life. Think about people who are genuinely fulfilled, not the Instagram version, the real version. They're usually people who are deeply committed to something outside themselves, a cause, a community, other people. The bonus? When you're focused on genuine contribution, you naturally become interested in things that serve that mission. You develop real skills. You build real relationships. You become genuinely impressive, not through trying to impress, but through genuine mastery and service.
Part of the reason everything feels hollow is because we're isolated while being connected. You need a real community, not a follow count, a small group of people who are aligned with you, who challenge you, who know you, who you actually know. This is where you can discuss ideas, hold each other accountable, and pursue meaningful things together. Real community is the antidote to the algorithm. Here's what I want you to understand. The system benefits from your boredom. Bored people are easy to manipulate. They scroll, they buy things, they chase trends. They don't build anything real. But the moment you break free, the moment you start pursuing genuine interests, building real skills, contributing to something real, you're out of the system. You're thinking for yourself. You're building your own life. You're no longer a consumer, you're a creator. This is why I think this moment, this widespread recognition that everything feels dull, is actually an inflection point. People are waking up. They're starting to ask the right questions. And for those of you who move now, while most people are still asleep, you have an opportunity to build something real. So here's my challenge for you. For the next week, put your phone away for the first hour of your day. Sit with your thoughts. Notice what comes up. Notice what you're actually curious about. For the next month, try at least 3 new things. Anything that might interest you, but with the ego filter. Would I do this if no one would ever know? This week, reach out to one person and offer genuine help with no expectation of return. Notice how it feels. That's it. 3 simple practices, but I think you'll be surprised at how much shifts. You don't need permission to live an interesting life. You just need to get quiet enough to listen to what actually interests you. And then you need to have the courage to pursue it. Not for the likes, not for the trend, but because it matters. The world will keep pushing you toward the herd. The algorithm will keep trying to capture your attention. But you have a choice. You always do. Choose curiosity. Choose contribution. Choose authenticity. And everything changes. If this resonated with you, let me know in the comments what you're genuinely interested in. The real answer, not the Instagram version. I'd love to hear it. Thanks for watching Insight Quest. We'll see you next time.